How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of mystery beers, courtesy of my boy Steve. Mystery beers. I have no idea what I'm about to drink. Let's put it that way. Yeah, people send me beers, wrapped like so, or any shroud will work. Sometimes people get festive during the Christmas season. Sometimes it's paper towel. But I do not know what I'm drinking. I talk about it. That's pretty much it. Hazy. Yeah, big hazy. 2 fingers. Just under 2 fingers of a super tight compact head. Like thick butternut squash soup kind of density to it. And Les Mois. Some of my favorite. Love the ghetto paper towel. So yeah, we're off to a kind of single, double, triple IPA. Got a hazy vibe. Let's see what the nose has. Ooh, okay. That be OJ. A light and airy kind of OJ. So it's definitely citrus leaning, definitely OJ leaning, but it's almost, I don't think this has any lactose in it, but it has that little added little confectionariness to it. So I assume it's a heavily oated, oat-based kind of IPA. A little bit of kind of like creamsicle vibes to it. I've had that come off in a beer in quite some time, so that's kind of fun. And that's pretty much it. I believe this is going to be devoid of all bitterness. Otherwise, it's going to be that sharp bitterness that sometimes doesn't rear its head at all in the nose. Because I'm not getting much bitterness on the nose. It's all just huge dollops of OJ. A nice soft sweetness and that little bit of creaminess that you get from a heavily oated beer. That kind of gives it a little bit of subtle creamsicle vibes. Done and done. Let's dive in. Cheers. Ooh. Man, that creamsicle jumped to like a creamsicle with a dash of like orangina or tang in it. So it's super vibrant. Wow. I still don't think there's lactose in here though, because it has that kind of nice richness to it, but there's no kind of mouthfeel. So a little bit mouthfeel feels nice, has a nice density to it. It's nothing over the top, it's nothing out of this world, but it's nice. But it lacks that kind of softness, that creaminess that lactose typically delivers. Now, in a very small dose, it could be there. That makes sense. But I'm still going for a heavily oated 6.8% New England style hazy. There is a decent little pump of bitterness on one side of things too, so it's not totally devoid of bitterness. I think it's pretty damn delicious. It actually might be lower than 6%, come to think of it. Not a ton of sweetness there. Enough to where you know it's kind of one of these new school hazy New England style beers, but it's not overly sweet. So it might be like a slightly under attenuated regular IPA that might say it's like 6.2, but it's probably closer to like 5.5. Mouth feels okay. Like I said, nothing out of this world. OJ vibes all the way with that little dollop of that confectionery sweetness that kind of gives you a little bit of orangina vibes to it, a little bit of tang vibes, but like I said, I don't believe there's lactose in here. It's really tasty. I mean, really chuggable. It is in line with like the Julius-esque kind of beers of the world, whether it be like OJ from Lone Pine or those kind of beers. What's the other one? I'm trying to think of the other one that gets really close to Treehouse Julius for me. Anyway, it's in that vein of beers, but it's not. It's something a bit unique. That bittering comes off slightly greeny, almost evergreeny, more than like a weed kind of greeniness, but it's not the dominant kind of presence when it comes to the way the hops come off. Again, that's a citrus at play. It's getting me burps like crazy. Done and done. So let's do that. 6.2% aggressively hopped. I have like used Saison today, so I just noticed I have like an orange finger. And what else? I mean, that's it. Core 4 hops, aggressive, OJ leaning, so maybe citrus, something like that. Done. Let's see what this has. Now, my favorite part of these labels is you can do that. So thin. Okay, it is a Treehouse beer. This is Shimmer from Treehouse. This be just under a month old, and this be a double IPA, 8%. So it definitely fooled me. Shimmer is a Treehouse double IPA brewed with a blend of American fruit and peach puree, and passion fruit and peach puree. Okay. I thought it was all hops, to be perfectly honest with you. I totally did. I mean, like I said, when I took a sip, there was like this elevation to the way that kind of citrus played off. And I really went heavily citrus in this. I did not go towards peaches or anything like that. That was probably what that was. That elevation was probably what I was assuming was a cool hop fuck duckery thing. Is that kind of added fruit portion of the show. Now, I know Treehouse has their own farm now, and they're starting to do farmer-like things, so maybe these are peaches from there. I do not know, and that's why they're doing these kind of beers, because there's another one that had this in there that I did non-mystery style. What was that called? I forget what it was called. Is the can floating around here? Just did it the other day. Anyway, back to the can. This beer pours going orange in the glass and gives off flavors of tropical fruit, bubblegum, ripe guava, earthy citrus, and light passion fruit. See, it was really heavily kind of orangina-like, kind of tang-like citrus for me. It really didn't go no its other directions. It did have that kind of that little bit of kind of evergreeny kind of pininess to it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Man, way off on the ABV. I mean, I think the beer tastes what I'm saying it tastes like, so I don't think I'm far off on that. I lean more towards the description being off. And on the bottom it says, nod in my head, like, yeah. So I'm sure that's some lyric, Fish or Grateful Dead or whatever the hell it is, and I'm sure I don't know who the hell it is, and someone's going to be like, dumbass, that is this person. But yeah, I dig it. I think it's tasty. I think it's fun. Like I said, it did give me kind of like, not that it was a clone of Julius, but it had those kind of vibes. Makes sense that it came from Treehouse. And let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. It's definitely in the conversation, leaning towards the top, but it's just not getting there because it drinks like a much smaller beer. Tasty, drinkable. It's not a negative nor mediocre beer by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, definitely drinks smaller than its weight class. And for me, I like them to do the opposite. Bag and availability, Treehouse stuff, I don't know. Anywhere $3 to $4 a can, I'm assuming. Brewery only, and leave you with, if you like what, will you like this? If you like Treehouse beers. If you like OJ leaning, if you like that little bit of tang, Tropicana, what did I say? Orangina, I should say. Kind of vibes to your beer, but not in an overly synthetic way. I did not mention that. It doesn't come off like synthetic and fake, but it comes off quite tasty. If those are the things you dig, you'll dig this beer. There you go. Another mystery beer in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did down there, and if you really enjoyed it, you can always send me mystery beers. Massivebeers@gmail.com. The only way we can do them is through donations from people like yourself and people like Steven. By the time I post this, it'll be long gone, but Steven's coming by this weekend, actually. He's driving through to a retreat for his company, and we're gonna hook up, chug a beer or two, so that'll be fun. Anyway, Massive Beers, type that into Google, see what's what when it comes to actually me doing a social media stuff. Beer Massive, all that stuff up there. CB doing the podcasting stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little shimmer right now, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.